Alright everyone, welcome to Crypto Nation. This is the first video. We're going to be putting out many more on this channel. We're going to focus mainly on current events in the cryptocurrency space, as well as doing some technical analysis on some individual coins. First, I'll just give you some background about myself. I'm from Middle America. I'm a business student. I run my own construction company. I also have a few investments. I trade options. So this is kind of something that is new to me, but also very similar, especially to trading options. So I feel like I can bring something to the space. I hope you guys like my videos. Feel free to comment below, like, subscribe, obviously. First thing I want to kind of talk about today is what we've seen happen in Bitcoin in the last few weeks. Obviously, everybody saw the top right around 20,000 in hindsight. And then we saw about a 45% pullback. It was really quick that one day, but you know, hit all the way down to, it says 10,500 or so here on GDAX. So since then, we've kind of bounced up, hit our moving average right there, tested it again. We failed both times, guys, and now we're testing, you know, we're basically broken through any support levels that we had right there. And pretty much in a bearish situation right here. So what's causing this? Is it just simply a natural correction, you know, from the longer term picture that we've seen with Bitcoin obviously in the last year, or is there more to the story? So now that we've told you a little bit about what's going on with Bitcoin, let's switch over to Ripple and let's try to just look at Ripple's graph. It kind of is an inverse of Bitcoin. As Bitcoin started going down, let's get the date here. Say December, looks like December 15th. Oh, December 17th, Bitcoin's topped out and, you know, started rolling over. So you can see on Binance here, which is a great site, guys, for newcomers who are trying to get into the crypto space and, you know, don't know where to go, don't know how to get started. Binance is easy to set up, it's easy to verify your account, and it's really easy to trade. I highly suggest using Binance. They have really low fees. As you can see here, it's a 1/20%, and they even give you an option to cut that down by using their Binance coin. So the site's seen pretty good growth. It's always working, you know, well. I haven't had any times that it's crashed, where Coinbase and GDAX have both crashed a few times in the last month. So I highly recommend Binance. I'll leave a link down below. They have the greatest variety of coins, and like I said, probably the easiest platform to use. So getting back to Ripple, this is the price action on Ripple on a daily candlestick chart. And so we were talking about the 17th. Let's find the 17th. Oh, looks like pretty much right at this, right when I say that, then the graph slows down on me. Let's try to open up this bigger graph and see if that'll help. Oh, sort of, guys. Basically, as you can see on that first wave up, there was the 3 candles that came down. And we're going to get there. I don't know if I have too many things opened up or if now Binance is just a little bit slow. Usually doesn't do this, so I'm not going to worry too much. So yeah, you can see 12.16, 12.17. Binance started this next wave up and has kind of just moved up straight with those next consolidation phase right there where the crosshairs are in right now. But then it's obviously gotten pumped almost up to 20,000 Satoshis. Price-wise, it was at, gosh, I think it hit a high of at least 250 or let's see, what's 16 for? 25% higher than it was now. So yeah, about 250. was the high that we got here on Binance. As you can see, guys, it's just must be really busy right now. I'm trying to look at Ripple because it it works fine as long as I don't put my mouse over that screen. So we're gonna click another one and just see if that does the same thing. Because Ripple's just had so much volume that it really, yeah, it must just be having a hard time keeping up. So you can see here my screen's going fine. This is Verge. Don't really want to talk about Verge much right now. Verge almost an exact same graph as Ripple had, except for Verge was last week and then it just turned over. And really wild ride here from 2,000 back down to maybe 610 or something. And now we're seeing kind of an ascending triangle right here. But if you ask me, the judge is still out for Verge. I'm still holding some coin. I reduced my position considerably. Just not sure that I believe in the coin as much as I did, a week ago. And guys, you have to be careful because there's going to be pump and dump schemes. And in my opinion, Verge may have been a pump and dump. It may not have been. We'll see. They're talking about this Wraith protocol, which is part of their platform, and they were supposed to release it by the end of 2017. And I'm pretty sure anybody holding Verge is counting down the next 35 hours or whatever the heck it would be, whenever the year ends based where Verge is. And they're just hoping that they will put out the Wraith protocol like they said they would. And if not, I really do think this coin is going to tank, guys. There's a guy called XVG Whale, and I've watched a few of his videos. He somehow got in when it was super cheap, maybe like even 2 satoshis or something crazy, and now he's just a whale, and he evidently is promoting the company, and it's just kind of fishy. So I'm cautioning anybody out there from sticking a lot of money into Verge. I caution anybody from sticking all their money into any one of these altcoins, to be honest. So that's kind of going to be the point of this channel, guys. We're going to try to get diversified. We're going to try to look at different coins and figure out which ones are good and which ones are bad. And we're going to try to avoid being the people who buy here at the top on that fear of missing out. And we're going to try to be the ones who are selling up here. And if anything, buying all the way down here, making just sick trades where we can double the amount of coins that we have with the same amount of, capital. So this is Binance, guys, and it's got a ton of different coins that you can trade. And like I said, I highly recommend it. As you can see, Verge is experiencing just some extreme volume these last few days. And I think that's probably why the graph wasn't catching up to my mouse there. So if you've heard of cryptocurrencies, I'm sure you've seen this site, coinmarketcap.com. It's a great site just to get as much information on coins, on their websites, on what other people, other markets are doing, where you can find the coins and actually buy them, and how they're doing relative to all the other coins. So you can see here we've got a few different times going back that we can see how they've done in the last 24 hours, 7 days, 1 hour, whatnot. And you see Ripple has now dethroned Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum just in the last basically 2 days. And why is this? So why is this? Well, Ripple is a coin that does have a utility in the banking industry. Guys, I'm not a big fan of the banking industry, but what are you supposed to do? This is what happens, with most technologies. It gets co-opted by those in power, and it's hard to get away from. Even Bitcoin itself has been suspected of that. And I'm not going to get into all that in this video, but this video is about trying to make money in the crypto space. So we're not going to really talk a lot about the sanctity of owning Ripple. But what we will say is If you want to make money, you can trade Ripple. You can buy it. You can sell it. It's definitely getting some price action right now. It's at $90 billion in market cap. So if this thing doubled to 5, or roughly $5, it'd be about 180 billion. If Bitcoin were to drop just a little bit from where it's at, say another 10%, it'd roughly be about 180 billion. So there could be a flipping in effect. It would be wild, but Ripple could become a very well-known cryptocurrency, to the point that it and Bitcoin are not rivals, but Ripple might take over as far as being utilized on the global scale. Because if this thing gets ramped up, banks start using this, in ways that saves them time and money, watch out. This thing could go to $1 trillion, and Bitcoin could get left in the dust. I don't say it because I want to see it happen, but as soon as people can exchange their fiat currency for Ripple, that will in turn make the demand on Bitcoin go down, which will in turn make the price of Bitcoin go down and inversely make the price of Ripple go up. So it could happen, guys. It absolutely could happen. There's been rumors about Coinbase adding Ripple. I don't think that that's going to be happening as soon as we all thought, especially with the debacle on Bitcoin Cash and all the insider trading and the investigation. So I don't really expect Ripple to hit Coinbase soon. I do think the price is going up for other reasons because of the adoption of the coin in especially markets like Asia. So people have been talking about it, guys. When I got in the first time, just about 2-3 weeks ago, Ripple was trading down around 30 cents, and I bought a bunch of coins and I diversified my portfolio, and I'm glad I did. So I've made a little bit of money on Ripple, not nearly as much as I wanted to. I pretty much kept adding to my position as it was going up, but I am holding a portion of my portfolio in Ripple. But I do believe in being diversified, so I do have a lot of different coins, because I think that the cryptocurrencies are going to be the future, guys. I don't think that you can look at how the world works and see how fast things are changing. The internet is just a couple decades old, and here we are in this place, now talking about these cryptocurrencies, and their prices have went through the roof, right? And so let's look at this. Market cap of cryptocurrencies, 564. That's way off the highs that was. $564 billion. Guys, there's hundreds of trillions of dollars in financial products that are used to, facilitate transactions between individuals. There's 7.5 billion people on this planet, and all of them are already using digital currencies. I don't think people understand that, but the Federal Reserve and central banks are all already using digitized currencies that only exist in binary code on servers, really. So cryptocurrency isn't a new thing. Only 3, maybe 4% of the money supply, I think, is in cash, actual physical cash. The rest is digits on a screen. So let's be real here, guys. This is the future. It's not going away. The things that could happen, though, is you have to stay nimble. Bitcoin could turn out to be like, AOL or Netscape. Very well. High network fees, very slow, There's other reasons why Ripple has gone up. It's fast and it's cheaper. So even though it has 38 billion, coins in supply, it's got some room to go up. And obviously another thing, if you paid attention and did any research, you'd find out Ripple actually just locked up 55 billion more coins in escrow. That really started the bull run at the beginning. So it's up in the air, guys. I've kind of rambled on a lot in this video about these two coins. There's a ton more coins down here to look at, but what happens with Bitcoin will be really important to what happens with altcoins, because altcoins are all based off the price of Bitcoin. And unless they become based off the price of Ripple, that's just going to change everything so much. It's going to be tough. I come from trading options, guys. And so, trading an option, you're looking at the underlying asset, which is the stock. While you trade cryptocurrencies, the underlying asset is Bitcoin. Even with Ripple still, it's relative to the value of Bitcoin. It's priced in Satoshis. So if the value of Satoshis go down, the price of Bitcoin goes down like we've seen, then the value of that coin most likely will go down. And I think you can agree that the coins that go up when Bitcoin goes down are the most prominent coins. Those are the healthiest coins, the strongest coins, that you could be in. So that is my theory. Like I said, guys, it's not meant to be financial advice. These are just opinions. I'm just here to try to give you guys opinions and some ideas about how some of this stuff works. A lot of people trade blind, and they don't look into any of this stuff before they trade. I'm guilty of it. I do it all the time. But if you can learn some of these technical analysis trends, then you can try to profit off it. And instead of being a panic seller right here, you can be a ready buyer. And then you can see what happens the next day. You can see, oh, yep, we weren't able to break through that trend line. Why don't I just sell right here and kind of hold? See where we can build some support. Maybe I see we build support 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, and I buy, and I say, oh, yep, nope, couldn't get through support, or couldn't get through my resistance line, so now I'm going to sell again. And, now we broke support. So we're really in a position right now. It's going to be really curious to see what happens in the next 36 hours with Bitcoin and going into the new year. Could be a big correction in store. And that's going to be, like I said, really hard for cryptocurrencies. When you stare at your, the value of your account, it's going to be in Bitcoin. So you're going to wonder why your account's going down when none of your cryptos are actually going down. And it's because Bitcoin's going down. And conversely, those coins can go up in value when Bitcoin goes up. So I'm not here to be a pessimist. I'm not here to be a naysayer or a hater by any means. I am a bull. I just think that Bitcoin is now looking for a nice area of support, and I'm not sure that it has had a capitulation sell. I thought it may have that Friday, about 9 days ago, but or 8 days ago. But this is worrisome. This is worrisome for anybody who's holding Bitcoin long term. If you have a lot of assets, a lot of money in your Bitcoin long term, this has been a tough 10 days. Christmas has not been that easy. Okay? So be careful, guys. I don't recommend that you put more than 5 or even 10% maximum of your wealth, into cryptocurrencies. And if you're like me, you're not talking a ton of money. You're talking basically the little bit of extra cash that you can afford to put into it and forget about, because you're not going to want to try to take this money back next week or next month. You're going to want this to sit for a year minimum, like if we could get to next Christmas and end of next year, and reevaluate where some of these coins are, then we're going to get so much experience in this year on trading cryptocurrencies that unless this thing just goes belly up, we're going to be ahead of the curve. We're going to be ahead of everybody else in the world who's just getting into this market and just trying to figure out how these things work. So stay tuned, stay with me. If you like the video, please comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you have any feedback down below, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, especially about Ripple and Bitcoin and a possible flippening. Other than that, guys, look forward to more videos. I'm going to put out a video on Verge and Tron. Those are two that at this point I would not jump into head first unless you were, just kind of looking for a crapshoot. They seem to be tough ones to trade at this point, guys. So stay diversified. Do your due diligence and learn as much about these coins as you can, guys. It's definitely complex stuff, but think about it this way. You know, each one of these just represents a different type of bank, in my opinion. You know, American Express, Discover, Visa, MasterCard, Chase, Bank of America. Everyone has a purpose, and every purpose is either going to be fulfilled on their platform or it's going to fail. So you want to find the ones that have adoption. You want to find the ones that have, you know, a good platform that's going to be successful in the future. And those are the ones you're going to want to stick with, guys, because plenty of these ideas are going to be great ideas. They're all figured in, you know, different regions of the world, and they all have a different purpose. You know, and the blockchain technology is what's going to bring this all together. So I highly suggest you guys learn as much as you can about cryptocurrencies, and you know, if you can afford to find a way to throw a few $100s in, you know, it's not a bad idea. It's not too late to make some money. All right, guys, this is Crypto Nation signing out. Hope you guys have a good new year. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.